Hey, what's up? Happy New Year. Uh, I've been working on this Citadel for the past days. And I'm starting to realize that this is going to take a lot of time. Much longer than I anticipated. But that's good. Good art costs time. Kitty. Yeah, it's funny how every single one of my build balloons in size. But I regret nothing. Okay, maybe for this I will brighten up a bit. It's not like it's helping much, but it's better. This main hall here, the very same main hall that basically dictated the size of the whole build. But the plan was to have it flat, not higher than 22 blocks. This first floor is 11 blocks, and the second floor up to this point is 22 blocks from ground. I had a plan to make an archetype ceiling, but I just didn't like the way it made me feel. But I guess this result was inevitable because of proportions. If the base is as large as this, it's not going to feel natural or satisfying to have a ceiling like only up this height. It felt weird. So I don't know if you can see it in this darkness, but then I raised the walls up by another 11 blocks, and still it was not big enough. Yeah, I guess you can see it here. This was the original plan. This was the extra 11 blocks to here. Still was not big enough. And then I decided to add extra uh, extra 22 blocks, like 11 and 11 up to here. The plan for this section here is to have, you guessed it, large windows. And then on top of that, I added another, is it 11? Or was it almost 11 blocks? I don't remember. But yeah, I wanted to close it off. This would be basically the top. But I forgot the thought process why I decided to keep this hole in the first place. But as you saw previously, this hole evolved into this tower right here. I don't know precisely how long is the tower part, only the tower part, but it's more than 64 blocks, I can tell you that. And the idea now to leave it be for this update and maybe some future updates. But later, when we will be able to visit nether and collect quartz, I'm planning to build a working clock inside of this tower. I'm not sure if it's going to be only on one side or on all four sides. Would be nice to have it on all four sides, but we'll see. But I found one design which I liked, and the size was plenty for that, to fit the clock in it. So these are the markers for the pillars. Large pillars going around this balcony, and smaller ones more towards the middle. But yeah, funny. I don't actually know what to do with the first floor. It's such a mess that, I mean, in terms of room layout. Well, this obviously, not obviously, for me obviously, but this is going to be a large horse stable. You're going to access it through here, and I will try to fit as much horse stables as this space will allow. But yeah, I don't know what to do with the rooms. Like here. There's going to be a room dedicated for each castle and citadel and even metropolis, but I decided to place these rooms in the second floor. This is going to be one of the citadel rooms, also a citadel room, and this is also going to be a room for citadel, and these right here all are going to be rooms for castles. Yep, for each castle, one room. I've been trying to collect gunpowder. For nothing particular. But yeah, for some nights I spent the night here and trying to collect gunpowder. That was the original reason. But yeah, while doing so, my goals shifted a bit. For example, while hunting gunpowder, I managed to capture some of these zombie villagers. Even down here, there's two more. No, lying. 3 more. A lot of zombie villagers. And I think this is perfect. I was dreading the idea, like how the logistics will go, transporting these villagers around. Will I have to build a villager breeder or not, or how it's going to be? But I guess with patience, you can collect these villagers right at the spot. Anyway, apart from zombie villagers, I also collected this seemingly useless gear. Also pretty good helmets. Sadly, they're made out of leather. But I mean, the respiration part could be useful. I don't have to go in combat with this helmet. I could just put it on when I have some kind of underwater projects. I can't enchant items before Citadel is done, but there was nothing said against using the mob drops like these. And with these, so power 2, punch 1. These are power 1. So with these two I could get power 3. With these two I can get power 2. Combine it with this, get another power 3. And then combine these two to get power 4. Or what's the max power? Let's find out. Okay, power 2. Power 3. 17. 12. Okay. And power 4. Nice. Should we go for power? Haha, 1 level short. But I guess that's a thing I could go for. I am quite short on arrows though. I have 9 feathers, but I wanted to save those feathers for times when I will need quill to write some books. But yeah, pretty interesting gear. Okay, just like that, we have ourselves a pretty powerful bow. Since we're on this bow enchanting topic, I believe I have some enchanted bows, or one bow, maybe it was one bow, back in Salzburg. It's a shame how slow the world is loading up though. Okay. No, this is a bad idea. Hopefully you will be there. Ah, arrows. Nice. Yeah, power 2. Okay. Not bad. And feathers. A lot of feathers. Alright. While we're here, maybe we'll bring some books. Okay. Haha. That bastard. I mean, this is a nice view once loaded. Okay. Memories. feels so weird. Like in a month, this world will be 2 years old. Time passes pretty quickly. But yeah, I think that's pretty crazy that just from the mob drops alone, I could manage to make a power 4 bow. Just like that. It took some levels though. Let's drop off this. Yeah, and this. Okay. Still, it requires 2 shots. Come on. I have made this climb many times during the night. Not once something like this have happened. Yeah. Now this is the palm sweating height that I was looking for. It's not like this is hardcore series or if there's any other high stakes. I can literally jump, respawn, and get my gear back up like it's never happened. But still, this height does something. I want to have more high places like these, preparing slowly for that series ending that will happen someday, and then to climb up on one of these towers and with the help of Distant Horizons mod to take a good look at all of my builds from up here. That's something I'm looking forward to. Here's a better look at these rooms. I think it's better this way, rather than scattering these rooms all around the castle and then you have to look for them. But yeah, as I said in previous episodes, that this build will be pronounced finished, even though many of these rooms will not be finished, like at all. They will stay like cobblestone dungeon rooms. I'm assuming that you are assuming that this wall is not going to look like this at the end. I'm assuming that you are assuming that I am going to make this facade more complex and more interesting. But what if this was the end result for this section here? Obviously, this is unfinished, but this right here. Could you imagine? But back in the day, this was the norm. For me, it's more important about the material instead of the texture or color. The idea that that's a stone and this is a stone hall is enough for me. That's what I would say. But yeah, even for me, this is too flat. And don't worry, I have plans how to make this more interesting. But it just made me think about these things, because I really don't like this color approach. I don't like that there's random wool splashes in a castle build, all for the sake of that you could go way back here, squint your eyes and say, wow, looks just like real life. It's like we're playing Minecraft to escape life, but we're building in a way to escape Minecraft. To escape the fact that this is a block game. Oh. That was a one shot. Now I have enough levels for that enchant, but I don't know if I want punch 2 on my bow. Ah! I almost forgot. But that was episode 26, I guess. When I made those maps, I explored all of the land. And there was these desert temples, and in one of those desert temples there was this flame book, and in other there was this feather falling. I didn't enchant this book, so I guess it's fine to place it on this bow. Yeah. Alright. I haven't counted, but for multiple nights I just went out and fight the mobs for gear. Until then, I was just insta skipping the night. Like the moment it turned dark, I went to bed and continued building. But now, for the first time in these 2 years on this world, I purposely didn't skip the night. Yeah, and this is the result of that. I forgot to name the bow though. But there is a big part of me that's completely fine with the way this looks. Obviously still needs a lot of work, but yeah, this flatness, the fact that it's made exclusively out of cobblestone, grey and flat, absolutely doesn't bother me. Anyway, that's it for this episode. See you guys soon.